Inspiration and ingenuity come in most unlucky places. Those who are writing off by the system or discredited as a source of possibility, maybe the very one who have bring peace to the world or end to poverty. The mind of a child is a source of unlimited potential that waits only to be given tools and guidance to shape it and form it to become great scientist, mathematician, or artist. I could have been unknown woman in Afghanistan. The courageous men and women are here today. They could have been unknown. So just the world of leaders of the future could have been unknown. As a girl growing up in Afghanistan, I live with a fear of the Taliban who could come and burn our books. Fear of never escaping the colorless. Fear of never escaping colorless or writing life that all of us knew. I live with a fear, but hope born inside of my heart. I dream of the devices that I could learn whatever I wanted and then make it disappear. In my mind, this would prevent anyone who wanted to keep me away from the knowledge that I was so desperately hungered for. My hunger gave me courage to go to those places that other women wouldn't go. Courage led me to go to only in a cafe in Herat, where for the first time I saw the computer. I saw a box that connected the people with the big outside world. This box was answer to my problem, realization of my dream. In that moment, I stood and looked at the computer. I couldn't see, but I could imagine the future that was within my grasp. The dream that I could be realized. At that moment, I made determined to make somehow technology to be center of my career. I have been blessed with a father who believed in me and supported me through the school when others laughed at my dream and ridiculed my goals. After the school, I went to the university. I went to the computer science, where I found the tools that I needed to become an engineer, entrepreneur, and business owner. My goal as a CEO was that to hire women to prove to the world that women can do even in Afghanistan. By now, my dream became my own reality. I saw myself as a leader of a new movement in Afghanistan, a movement that has a potential to change the world for millions of the women and girls in conservative countries. My journey as a CEO wasn't without obstacles. I believe that those obstacles are the things that made me who I am today. They are building blocks, the things that I had to overcome to become who I mean to be. I faced real persecution because of what I was stood for. This persecution drove me to be out of my country to save my lives and those who are around of me. This was of the greatest obstacle I faced, but even this was worth it. I knew by now that my dreams were only the beginning. I started Digital Student Fund with one dream, one goal. With the goal to see that technology is an accessible option for everyone, but with the dream that everyone, even those who are living in conservative countries, especially young women, have access to opportunities and education available to them. It might seem like a big goal, but if we do not have courage to lead and fight for something different, nothing will be ever changed. When we are willing to stand up for young women and children around the world, we will find that we have the power to do what is necessary to effect those changes. Today, Digital Student Fund has trained more than 15,000 young girls and women across Afghanistan, and more than 100 of them have become entrepreneurs themselves, taking their lives into their own hands and helping other women and girls a life of choice that they never imagined the possibilities. In 2017, a nonprofit organization called FIRST asked me to put together a robotic team to take part in the first global challenge, an international competition for teenagers. This is how the Afghan Dreamers, Afghanistan all-girls robotic team begin. 6 selected out of 150 students. When told that their visa application twice rejected, we courageously persisted, affirming that we must not be ignored and our voice will not be lost like thousands of other women in the past centuries. With the power of the media, people, US congressmen, and those who will fight for us, we got the attention of 53 US congressmen. We also got the attention of the White House. At the last minute, President Trump granted the girls the visa. The Afghan Dreamers eventually traveled to the United States to participate in our first global challenge, tasked with building their own robots for the competition. They captivated the public eyes with their inspiring message of hope, determination. They eventually received a medal for the courageous achievement. They've proven that after years of darkness and subjection, Afghan girls across of the country can take charge and inspire of their own, to be master of their own destiny. This is the power of our youths. Their courage is against of the personal and traditional tragedies has the infection power to install hope. As a reward for the Afghan Dreamers' effort advocating women's participation in engineering, mathematics, and art, this year Afghan governments donated 6 acres of the land at Kabul University. To us, this is where the Afghan Dreamer Institute will be located based on the design that the Yale University of Architecture provided us. This institute will offer STEM education to the students of high school and university, with emphasis on AI, robotics, blockchain, and cybersecurity. The purpose of this institute is to build a long-term ecosystem of a startup, of women-led businesses, and professional women in a society where economic inclusion is the norm. Afghanistan children have a vision of their country that is different than how the world sees them. Where others see the war, the children see the peace. Where the countries of other worlds see a poor nation with little to offer, the next generation of Afghan entrepreneurs and scientists see the unlimited potential that education and connectivity can offer them. Growing up in Afghanistan, I didn't have a lot of women who could inspire me to live up with my potential. Women didn't hold leadership positions. They were told that they are not capable of it. Today it has been changed. As the first woman CEO of a tech company, I have pointed the way that for other women and young girls to step up and become all they wanted or they can be. Compassion and acceptance have never changed the world. If we do not have a courage to dream of something different, nothing will be ever changed. When we accept the world as it is today and through our hands, and saying that this is just the way that things are, nothing will be ever changed. When we break the bonds of today and imagine a different future, we are one step closer to change the world. At Digital Citizen Fund, we are making dreams come true. We are not only equipping and inspiring the world, but also we are equipping conservative women with the skill and education, one woman at a time. This was the first step in our journey, and we have seen so many successful stories. Many have started their own startups, inspired their families, and overcome tremendous odds to live their dreams. This was the first journey. And the second journey of us is robotic team, which has captured the heart of the world. These girls are the servant leaders of their own generation, have shown us our next step. Our STEM school will prepare Afghan young populations to take their places as a mathematician, scientist, or business leaders. Only time will tell the invention and solution that Afghanistan has to offer the global community. This is the sustainability of our future is at stake, and we cannot fail them now. Thank you.